I hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to talk about how to create section views and detail views in Fusion drawings. Stick around, it's going to be super. Okay, let's hop right to it. So we're going to start by creating the drawing. So we're going to go design, drawing, from design. In this case, our template, we want the 17 by 11 because we are going to be doing auxiliary views. We want the real estate for the views. So we're now on the drawing side. Click here. We're going to up the scale to 2:1 and click OK. I'm going to move these notes from the top to the bottom. Oops, not down there, but like right there. And then I am going to do some projection. I'm going to bring up the top. We're going to put a view in here, so we're going to leave some space. We're going to go to the right, and then we're going to go to an ISO and hit green check. I'm going to turn this on to color and close. Let's go down and fill out our notes. So this material, as always, is aluminum 6061, and the high school setting, we make everything raw so we don't have to ship it out. And then let's come over here to this. This is for my class called IED. It is a 50 series because it's a Fusion Monday. It's week 19 and it's the first drawing and only in this case. This will be 21.1, meaning the first version of 21. And we're going to put NA because I don't want to go look up the weight because that's not necessary for this part right now. So we got all that in and I hit finish properties. So I like to explain this. So we're going to talk about today section view and detail view. And if you don't know what section view is, which is where we're going to start, I like to talk about wedding cakes. First off, if you're getting married, your wedding cake should be chocolate or vanilla, no carrot cake, no sponge cake, no fancy other flavors. And you should put frosting in between, no jelly. Nobody likes jelly. So that's my PSA about weddings. But what does that have to do with this part? Well, at the wedding, when I show up to the wedding, I see this beautiful cake that you spent a ridiculously large amount of money on, and I don't know what's inside. And there's no way to know what's inside until the cake cutting ceremony, and then I become disappointed when you chose carrot cake. But the point being, we need to be able to slice the cake in half and open it up to see the inside. Section view allows us to do the same thing for this part. So if you see there's a little V here, that's not really visible because of hidden lines. It's actually a hidden line, but it's not even showing up as hidden lines because of how small it is. So we're going to do a section view of the domino down the long axis and turn it up so we can slice into it like a cake and see what's on the inside. So we click on section view. We first click on the view we want to do it on. I'm going to find that midpoint triangle and drag out with that dotted green line, and then I can drag straight across. And then I can hit green check to continue. And then I can roll up this section view, and you'll notice that it has the section view lines. It clearly shows you the whole shape as well as that V. Even though it's small, we'll get to that in a minute, it shows us that V. So first off, this is way too big. Let's highlight everything and make it 1/8 scale, so 1.25 size. And then we can drag this up here to denote that, hey, there's that section view is that size. This also denotes where it is. Next, we're going to talk about detail views. Detail views is right here. And what this allows us to do is allows us to zoom in on an area and make it bigger in the drawing. Unfortunately, pieces of paper don't have zooms. You could get out a magnifying glass, but even then, if we put in the dimensions for this little V, like here's the angle, and then the width, and then the depth, and then the point from center to the edge, I mean, the part starts to get really cluttered really fast, and we really don't know kind of what's going on there. So the better way to do something like this, I'm going to delete these, it was kind of for demo purposes, is to do what's called a detail view. So we click on detail view, we then click on the drawing we want to apply the detail view to, and then it's going to allow us to make a circle. And that circle will then produce an enlargement. In this case, it only went from 4 to 1, which is only twice as big as our part. If we make this bigger, like 10 to 1, you can see that it has, oops, I gotta click in there. It has, and this would then give us the ability, once again, I want to make this the proper 1/8 scale text. This would now give us the ability to dimension this cleanly. So I could come in here and do a 60-degree angle. I could do a width of 0.5, and I wouldn't have to need a depth. I would probably put a reference depth up because if you know the width and you know the angle, there's only one spot that it is. So I might just put the reference depth so a manufacturer doesn't have to get out their machinist handbook or do the trigonometry to figure out the depth based on the data I gave. I can throw that up very easily for them. So that's what a detail view is, and that's how you use it. And most importantly, chocolate or vanilla in the wedding cakes. Hope you learned something. Have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one.